Non-binary lie in theys, although born biologically female and living their lives as such, have been observed with increased levels of testosterone and growing manes halfway through their lives. Welcome to part 19 of my Queer Animal series.
Hey everybody, oh my god, I have Braxton with me today. He came to LA. Right on, dude. You know, Braxton is a hardcore musician, so he's in LA. Let's encourage him to move here.
Thank you. On about a year. That's what I'm giving it.
Right on, dude. I appreciate you a lot. So Braxton is a cool friend of mine. You guys know I did an interview with him, and then he's here in LA, so we decided to do a reaction video together because we're both tired of all the nonsense. Braxton sent me these videos.
Yeah, had them locked and loaded.
Totally. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's
unfortunately.
Absurd.
Laugh through the pain kind of thing.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to react to this first one here, and we'll put it up on the screen, but here, let's do this.
Hi, Dr. Tony here, and let's talk about low-dose testosterone. What is it, and why would you even want to do it? Well, testosterone induces changes that are masculinizing. Low-dose testosterone induces gradual changes. Now, I love this syringe because it doesn't waste any material. You'll notice how the plunger goes all the way up into that little hub there, and the testosterone doesn't get wasted. Then one of the first things that actually changes is your voice. You can actually get your voice lower just by using testosterone for a period of time. So work with your doctor to determine what the lowest dose that will actually have an effect would be. Bottom growth will take some time. Muscle mass and building up muscles will take time, and so will facial hair. So if you don't want those changes and you just want a lower voice, this is ideal for you. Low dose T. It will help you control the changes that you want and customize your hormone therapy.
Okay, what?
Customize.
What?
Let's make it fun. Let's make it quirky. You can choose what changes you get.
You see what's happening here? Now, okay, that's body modification.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would stop. You know, when these kids go and get their chest surgery done and don't put nipples on, that's body modification. I don't know any trans guy like you and I ever that would ever think about not putting. What was the whole point of you transitioning?
It was to, you know, cope with this thing that there's something misaligned, right? My brain says, oh, this female body doesn't match what we see and hear.
Yes.
So it's coping with something that's out of order between my mental and my physical body. It's not really anything much deeper than that.
I mean, and you want to present as male, as male as possible.
Exactly.
So why would you not put nipples on?
Why would you pick and choose the different aspects of that? You know, androgyny's always been around. That's a thing, right?
That's different than
So
transitioning.
Explore that, but that's different than picking and choosing what effects from testosterone you want to get. That's not how that works.
That's not
the other side of that is my voice might change and get really deep in 3 months, and the dude beside me might take a year for his voice to change, even in the slightest. So you can't say that low-dose testosterone will only give you a voice change. I can guarantee that. That's like salesman tactics.
That's exactly.
And that's exactly what the medical field has become. The same. You're still a victim of the capitalist system.
Oh my God, dude.
You're not escaping it.
Nope. Nope.
And they're tricking you, and they're making it seem fun, customize it, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
No, that's not how that goes.
And also, it's dangerous.
Absolutely.
Why are we not talking about the actual, real medical side effects, of which we do not know? And me being probably one of the oldest, I'm not the oldest, but I'm one of the oldest when I mean long-term testosterone usage. And how come we're not? I don't even have a clue what's going on in here, other than what happened in my atrophy. But other than that, dude.
Yes, exactly. And nobody even talks about that. Like,
Never.
I didn't even know that was a thing until you had talked about it a few years ago.
That's right.
Like, oh my God, like
that's right.
what this all makes sense now. But nobody told me that, so I thought something was just wrong with me. And so, you know,
and a lot of dudes said that.
Scary. Yeah, it's
because
crazy.
if the doctor isn't saying these are the things that can happen to you, also, how do you make an informed choice when you're not hearing the? But I think it's so creepy when doctors are pushing this as sort of like cosmetic surgery on some level. This is not, by the way, this is not cosmetic surgery. That is that's an elective, that is something you elect to do. We did not. This is something we needed. There's a big difference between needing to do it and elective surgery, if that makes sense.
And making those synonymous with each other, that's the real danger to trans people. Yes. Eventually they will want to take this away from us. And those of us that are just living our lives who need access to this genuinely, then it gets taken away from us. That's not fair.
Yep. Thank you.
Like they're overtaking it a little bit.
Thanks for saying that. It
Yeah.
means a lot to me as we worked so hard to get to this space.
Yeah.
And now it's just people hate us and they think we're insane.
Yep. No space in our own space.
Okay, so this one, I love that you picked this, dude, because you know me so good. You all gonna love this one.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Non-binary lie and theys, although born biologically female and living their lives as such, have been observed with increased levels of testosterone and growing manes halfway through their lives. Welcome to part 19 of my Queer Animal series. This male-presenting lion is actually a biological female, and she was spotted in Botswana's Okavango Delta back in 2014, which is when Professor Jeffrey Gilfillan of University of Sussex decided to conduct a 2-year study on her and other lionesses in the area who were sporting manes. Safar goes by they them pronouns. They lived their entire lives female presenting up until about 2013 when they started sporting a underdeveloped mane, and that's when researchers came in and decided to test things like their testosterone levels and observe their behaviors, which their behaviors were mimicking exactly a male's. Even their roar had a deeper rumble just like the male lions. Listen to this. In addition to Safar's deeper growl, they also exhibited a lot more male-type behaviors, such as marking the territory more frequently. Safar was even seen mounting other females. However, one thing to note here is that all the lion theys that they observed in this study were also infertile due to the increased testosterone levels. So here's another perfect example of gender being a spectrum and not the binary that us humans are forced into. I also want to make very clear that I know...
I'm going to say something right here, because that dude is just going on and on. You know, first off, isn't that rude to pick somebody else's identity? Did they ask the lion?
They're speaking about it as if this lion went to a lion doctor, said, "Hey, lion doctor, I'm feeling like I'm actually a boy lion. Can you give me some testosterone, some lion testosterone, so I can be a trans lion?" Get out of here.
Trans lion.
As if the lion had any choice in this. What we're talking about is biology. Another thing that they like to manipulate and change definitions of, and that's all this is. It's no different than an adult human female getting PCOS, right?
Oh,
it's the exact same thing. It's not something they had a choice, and they didn't go to a doctor to do this.
That's right.
They're not non-binary. That lion does not go by they them pronouns.
Oh my God! They literally gave the fucking lion. First off, and wait, what about butch women? So what about butch lions? Maybe it's a gay butch lion who just likes other chicks, and
you're gonna put this lion in a box that fits for you so that you can.
That's right.
The other thing that really bothers me is that at the beginning of this, homie says, "Part 19." Part 19?
You're right,
19 of these? Of all of this misinformation?
I gotta find this dude and like rip him a new one, because actually go F yourself. I'm not cool with this. Now they're doing it to animals and like it's crazy, dude. It is actually crazy. Just because a lion has a different way of being, or anyone, dude.
Yep.
It's like you cannot assume. What happened to assuming someone's gender? They assume the gender.
Right, they're so quick to scream about that when someone does it to you, but you can go do that to animals.
Literally to animals who cannot speak for themselves.
Because they can't speak for themselves.
That's right.
That's their target audience.
That's right. Shame on you. Shame on you. God, dude, good one. That was a good one. That was an excellent one.
I knew you'd enjoy that.
Because I'm so blown away by this. I mean, you found some good ones. Okay. Let's do this one, because this one, actually, I'm a little confused, so you'll help me with this. Okay.
It's a lot. Hold on, buddy.
Obviously, at the moment, not physically. But mentally, that'll never go away. My brain's wired. Stay with me here.
Okay.
I went from this, to this, back to this, and now I'm going back to that again. Now, taking into account, there has been studies that show that the transgender brain, especially the woman's brain, is damn close to identical as a cis woman's brain. Before they even start their transitioning. So
confused.
Having a woman's brain in a man's body, it's all about.
Okay.
Now it's time to fix that now that I'm healthy again. Need to make this match with this.
He's going back.
It's pretty simple.
Okay. You go, because, explain it.
It's a lot to keep up with. This person is a biological male, born a man. Transitioned to female, for some reason went back to being male, and now we're going back to female because now they're healthy. It's just for me on this one, it's it's the flip flop.
Yep.
It must be real nice to just.
Yep.
There's not a part of me that could imagine going back even for a moment.
Yeah.
Not to say that thought hasn't crossed my mind that it'd make my life a little easier at certain points, sure, but no, I'm not. I'm undeniably trans. This is just who I am for these people. It's like this weird little game. It's like this thing I can play around with. And I've noticed that too. That's something that I hear a lot when I'm watching like TikToks of people going and asking people on the street about their pronouns. Well, it's just something I'm playing around with. This isn't a game to me. This isn't playing. This is very serious.
Thank you.
It's a disalignment. It's hard to live with. It's not beautiful. It's not all these things. And you can't just flip flop back and forth. It's not.
So that's why this is why I've decided. I used to call it safekeeping, but I'm straight up gatekeeping.
Yes.
I don't care what you people think. I don't care. This is dangerous behavior. Now, I agree. It's an adult. He can do whatever he wants. But the problem is that now people see this and they think we're nuts. But me and him are not going to go back and forth to girl and back and forth and da. This person needs mental health care so they can figure out what's actually going on with them.
Correct.
So that now they're going to do it again. And then this idea that the trans brain is different than the rest of the brain. I want to see the studies. I actually do. I'm going to do a little research. But I don't know those research. Source. Please. Where's the source? How is my brain? I don't have a man brain. My brain is, I have dysphoria.
Yep.
And it's an actual mental disorder that makes me feel...
Because a man brain doesn't have dysphoria. A man brain says, I'm a man. My brain does not say that.
That's
it's
right.
Got the dysphoria.
That's right.
It's different.
It's totally
that
different.
Alone defines the difference. It's crazy.
Oh my God, dude! They just continue to make stuff up.
Yep.
So, and I don't know why they make stuff up, because we don't have to make anything up. This is who we are.
No.
We fix it. And on some level,
it's
fix it.
in that, this is who we are. I think it's having that confidence to be able to say,
that's right.
This is who we are.
That's right.
We know who we are. There is no question. So in a sense, I feel for these people. But when you're destroying our community and ruining opportunities for people like us that are out here living our life, then now it's become a problem. So
yep, they made the problem, and now here we are rebuilding our trans male FTM community because we actually care about each other. We really do. And I love these young guys, and it makes me very, very happy to be hanging out with these young guys and sort of be the trampa or whatever you want to call me. But honestly, I have always envisioned you. In my mind, 30 years ago, I envisioned the younger generation literally coming up behind me and saying, oh, thanks, Buck, and then I can move over and you get to keep going. That was the vision that I always had for this community, was all of us older trans guys making it easy for the younger trans guys that didn't have to go through all the nonsense. But this newer generation of trans are taking everything away from you young people. I'm done, dude. I'm done. I'm transitioned. I moved. I'm done. You aren't. You're still in this. We're
still like having to navigate this weird space that's been created by people who don't even have any right to the actual label. That's what's frustrating.
They don't.
So now we have to find. In a world where we had already had to pave our way to find where we belonged at one point, now we're having to pave our way to find it again. It just doesn't seem very fair.
It's not fair.
But hey, that's life. People on this side of things, we take that kind of thing and we face it head on.
Right on.
And we get through it and we become better. We practice resilience.
Right
on. We come out
dude.
on top every time. So it doesn't matter. You keep spouting, keep screaming. We're gonna keep coming at it strong. We're gonna show people what it actually means.
There you go. See, and that's what I'm talking about, people. This is the next generation right there. Oh, we have hope. There's hope for us. Thank you. So, hey, everybody, thanks for watching. We really appreciate you so much. I'll have Braxton on again. Want to say anything before we head out?
Yeah, my track Imposter Syndrome's out on Spotify, Apple Music. You can check the music video out here on YouTube.
Excellent.
I'll have more stuff coming out. Hopefully, like I said, moving to LA here in like the next year or so. Graduating school, so just keep an eye out. Braxton Taylor's going to be on the rise.
Right on. Excellent, dude. And he's awesome. And I'll put all his links and stuff there so you guys please support him. He needs the support. Help him raise his trajectory to become a big famous star, because that's what I totally want as his trampa. I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget my live on Wednesday. And thanks again for supporting. And we reached 100K. Right on, everybody. Thank you for your support. Bow.